So how was your day so far?
Fine.
Yeah, how was art class yesterday?
Busy.
Yeah, what are you working on?
Mitts.
Mitts, like for your hands?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You know what I wanted to do? Together.
You want to do something together?
Yeah.
So, Cher, let's have some lunch and then we'll go meet Mike at the mall. And then we'll check out the restaurants there and figure out which one you want to go to. I know you said fries. This is your request. So, what do you think? Should we book the taxi?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go call them. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Patti.
How are you?
Hi, Sherri.
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah, it's good to see you too. All right, we're gonna do some shopping today, hey? And then eat some French fries. So you guys have a good morning together?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah?
It was great.
You guys are a really good team. You can drive that thing really well. It's time for our fries.
I just want to make sure it's not too hot. But that was okay, the last one, hey? Okay. Good. You tell me when you're ready for some more. My story, born and raised in Calgary. I've had the good fortune, I think, to have wonderful family, and I have a career that I love. I never feel like I've worked, really. I feel like I do what I'm passionate about and have always done that. So I actually did know Kevin, my partner. I'd met him just before I met Sherri too, so I've had a high school sweetheart that I married. I see Sherri probably every week or so. We do a lot of just visiting, like we get together and just hang out together a lot. I mean, I think I'm crazy about my granddaughter. She matches it. So
she's just as crazy about your granddaughter. Yeah.
So we love to spend time with, her name's Tegan. So both of us just love to spend time with Tegan. That's it. Just a lot of things that friends would do, like hang out, shop, meals together, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Cool. I think everyone's story is unique, and you have a unique story of caring. Yeah. And so that's the goal for the digital story that we're going to be creating. So a digital story is basically just a little 3-minute movie that uses photos and different images from your life. Yeah. And then we put that with a story and then some music. And then this is when I met Sherri. I don't think I was 14. That's you and Sherri?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was even thinking, we're calling it Patti's story. It's our story. It really is. This is a story that's meant the world to me, and I feel very lucky to have met Sherri, and so to be able to do that with her, it will be wonderful.
Cool. Yeah, to show it together. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Cool.
Hello.
So this is Tegan.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Pretty awesome.
Oh, is your ride today?
Cool. Well, thanks for coming.
Hi, Mom. It's really nice of you to come. Good to see you. I was going to say favorite album.
Favorite ad, yeah.
Hi, Cher. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I have heard so much about you for so many years.
Hi, Courtney. Hi. How are you doing?
First of all, we're really glad you guys all came. It's really awesome to see just the show of support for Patti and Sherri, and just they're special people, and so it'll be cool to hear a bit more of their story. So we're gonna watch a video that Patti made about their relationship. And are you ready, Sherri?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. She's ready.
I grew up just outside of a large city. Our rural community had a small town feel, with barn dances, hockey games, and fall fairs. It was a tight-knit community, and I was lucky to grow up knowing that there was always someone there for me. When I was 14, I saw an ad in the paper seeking volunteers to become an advocate for a person with a disability. I wish I could remember why I decided to respond to that ad. What I won't forget is the feeling that washed over me in the volunteer training when I learned that there were people in the world who had literally no one to look out for them. After the training, I was introduced to Sherri. She was 16 and had spent her entire life living in various institutions. She had spastic bilateral quadriplegia cerebral palsy and was given up at birth by her parents. She had never had anyone to care for her who wasn't paid to do this. When I turned 18, I became Sherri's guardian. We were good friends, going on double dates and hanging out regularly. But I think I also unconsciously thought of myself as her caregiver. And in some ways I was. I helped her to move out, hire caregivers, acquire necessary equipment, pay bills, arrange medical appointments, and more. I was responsible for her well-being. But all that changed when my dad was diagnosed with cancer. It was a serious diagnosis, and all of us kids decided to move home to support our parents. At night, when Dad couldn't sleep because of the pain or the worry, we would walk the beautiful country roads together in the moonlight. It was the hardest time in my life, and Sherri understood that I was suffering badly. She began calling me every day to check in. After one emotional phone conversation, I was overwhelmed by the realization that it wasn't me looking out for Sherri. It was us looking out for one another. Today, almost 40 years after our first meeting, Sherri remains my good friend, a cherished member of our family, auntie to my girls, and great auntie to my granddaughter. I can't remember what drew me to that ad, and I also can't imagine how different my life, our lives, would be if we hadn't met each other.
Such a lifelong.
Yeah, it's been
amazing.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was, it's so amazing. This process was so interesting to reflect back and think how different our lives would have been. That little path that you take at a certain point in your life.
I think what really struck me is this was Patti responding to an ad at the age of 14, tremendous maturity and insight that's beyond most adults. And it started out as maybe a bit of a one-way relationship, and it blossomed into something that is so mutually caring and supportive that I never expected as this video rolled. So that's what really amazed me.
The whole film has been very emotional for me. Some of those pictures I haven't looked at for a long time.
And the truth of the matter is, she influenced our whole family in that regard. She really did. I mean,
She attended all our, the big family dinners. So everybody, she just was part of our family.
Sherri was part of our family, and Patti was just something to behold.
When I first met Sherri, I had a little trouble sometimes understanding her. And then one day I said to Patti, Sherri's talking a lot clearer now. And Patti said, "You're hearing better."
Maybe one day I need somebody like Patti to be in my home with my family. Thank you for being in my life.
Our joy. We do a lot of things that might be called caregiving, but I do think of our relationship as a friendship, and I've benefited so much. My life's been enhanced so much, and my family's life has, by knowing Sherri. So, there's a lot of mutual love and care, and we look out for each other.